from being 2-0 down. This block puts Ron 4-3 up in a first to 5 semi-final of the 60. Ron, you're in the final. You've got to play my dad in the final.
Have I?
Yeah. Play it here.
Is he good?
He's got through to the final and it'll be a cracking final. You've got 2 finals to come. Any comments?
If I play like that, I'll be getting smashed.
Scorekeeper. Good game, wasn't it? Yeah. Have you tractor parts arrived, Ron? Have you tractor parts arrived? No, I haven't.
Going to be up here then.
Two across the middle, yeah.
To try and wake them up again. I couldn't pass.
This video is the first part of our look back in time of Ronnie playing with the Ellesmere Port Pool Independent Division, or TEPID as it's affectionately known. It is the second part of Ronnie Wilson's 90th birthday trilogy, aptly named 22 for You. Each main match will be introduced by highlights of a relevant previous match, or some statistics, and of course, narration. Now, we saw Ronnie make it to the final of the 60, but we didn't see was that Ronnie played 2 games to get through to the top 4. By finishing below second place, he also qualifies for the Vars, but Alan Cavanagh beat him 3-1 in the semi-final. Similarly, by virtue of a 2-1 win in the 90, Al Cavanagh reached this final at Ron's expense.
Oh, is that 2-1?
Yeah, take care, guys. We've got one more, and you can win that trophy tonight. I made the wrong calculation in my head. Earlier on in the 60 season, or the 2022 TEPID Trophy, the Chris Cotton Cup and the Chris Cotton Conference were played. We'll see Ronnie won the Chris Cotton Conference in honour of his great friend with 2 wins and 2 draws. Just half an hour earlier, Ron played in the second leg of the final in the second Chris Cotton Cup, which was won by Mike Jackson in 2019 in the inaugural tournament. Having beaten Al Elliott 4-2 on aggregate in the semi-final, Ron trailed 2-1 against Andy in the first leg, so he was up against Great finalist. Ron received an award from the Chester Thursday Pool League for being the oldest player in its history, one half of the largest combined age for a single match, and also to be able to play at such a good level for so long. This was not his only achievement around this time, as in 2017 he won promotion back to the Division 1 of the Steve Smith Memorial Cup. By bettering Al Elliott's result, he did this as Division 2 champion and as such was crowned Steve Smith Memorial Plate winner for the third time. He was undefeated against Steve Smith Memorial Cup Division 2.1 players with 3 draws against Nick Allen, Chris Cotton and Mike Field and 1 win. Ronnie just managed to snooker down there. Nice stuff from Ronnie. Dan's having to go off the cush. A good hit from Dan. So Dan playing for top 2 place in this group and a chance of the we'll call it the saucer and promotion as well. But there's no doubt, although Ronnie's got nothing to play for, that he's not going to be playing to his best. So he's taking his time, having a good look around the table. A difference in styles to what we saw Alistair in the last match play.
Yeah, I think Ronnie must have taught Dan how to play pool because they both hold the cues exactly the same way.
Yeah, Ronnie having his pool table around his house and inviting his family round at Christmas, having pool tournaments. It's a lovely shot from Ronnie just to screw it in and gently and play it down the corner. He's played a nice shot there onto the yellow as well. He might have to break this red up so he can pot the black. There we go. Yeah, lovely, absolutely lovely. Good finish from Ronnie.
Easy black for him.
Just doesn't make sure he doesn't want to double hit it here. Just knocks it in. Yeah, I think that's good. So 1-0 to Ron, and he'll get the break. He's shaking his hand thinking that's it, but no, you've got to play twice, Ron. I'm not sure he's happy about that. I think I've already beaten him.
No, I don't think Ron likes having to pay for the table, does he?
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, he's got his 50. It would have been 50 at Cross Foxes, wouldn't it? There wouldn't have been a pound. Ronnie was specially selected to join Little Sutton captain the powerhouse Al Cavanagh Shield Originals team in 2016, as he, along with the Action Andy Jackson, had played in all 5 previous Little Sutton Shields. The team travelled to the On-Q in Ellesmere Port to play Shield debutants Steve Elric and Al Davis. The Avalanche, however, was no stranger to tepid. We saw the Rocket beat Showtime Steve to wrap up the team game 2-1 to give the Originals a 1-0 lead, but rest of Wirral drawn the game level in the doubles match which Ron did not play in. In this, Tebbett's answer to 9-Ball Pool's Moscone Cup.
Yeah, you're getting green. I'll get some photos.
I think covering a pocket's going to matter. I think Al should have just knocked in the yellow dead weight and then given himself a better angle and just dropped the yellow in along the pocket, along the cushion. Al had's come too far there. It's not over yet.
He might play triple.
He's gone for a thin cut. Missed it.
You think this should be? You think Big Al should clear up from here?
A triple, mate.
Yeah, but there's black in the middle.
Maybe a double. Yeah, I tell you what, that's worked out nice for him though, hasn't it? It's just dropped on the yellow. He just needs to probably get in and screw this back a bit, or put a bit of right on it to make sure he does get past the black. Yeah, perfect.
This should be 2-0.
Joey's Mike Jackson at the top of the league. Yeah.
Alex did play as well as he can.
I think his confidence has been knocked a bit. I think he was in control against Simon and didn't get over the line, and I think that's affected him in this one as well. So a 2-0 defeat there for Aled, and he's just got me and Ronnie below him in the league now. Simon in third place on 1 point with a draw. We could be seeing Simon again, maybe. We haven't seen Ronnie yet, but who do you think might be getting relegated from this group?
Whoever loses this game.
Looks to me like we are going to see Ronnie. Yeah, then we'll have seen all 6 players in this group. As my dad is reading the fixtures. Unless I'm making people do a football card to pay for the food if Barry's putting us any food on.
Well, he often did. I think Ronnie's the go yellows.
And yeah. Well, the pool balls came in, the trays. Yeah, lovely shot from Ronnie. Ooh, that's an interesting shot. Just.
How did you miss that in the middle?
It's almost like he's trying to do it on purpose, wasn't it, the way he played it? Now this is a possible opportunity for playing his yellow straight through into the red and following the yellow in afterwards. No surprise Ronnie isn't going for it. He's got a long yellow on the cushion there. Lovely. Yeah, Simon has some nice position there for his reds. Just stun this across. Yeah, that's the problem ball. Yeah, no problems there. Would you be doing thin cut or double here, Nick? I think I'd be doing double.
I'd go to double, I think.
Tough yellow for Ronnie here.
I think he'll go to double here.
Double into the middle, definitely. And come round for the black in the middle. Oh, he would have been alright there as well. Yeah, lovely. He's got the chance of playing this difficult red. It's not the worst, he's straight on it. But it's a very thin angle. He just needs to push it through the right amount. Another pressure black in the middle like I had against my dad. Oh yeah, lovely shot. Ronnie off to a winning start. Is he a potential contender for lifting the Steve Smith Memorial Cup for the first time since 2010, Nick?
Say never never, can you?
The Steve Smith Memorial Cup Division 1 hogging the TV table currently.
I think Simon could be in trouble here.
25th of April 2016 on a Monday.
Simon is a reigning champion, having won the Steve Smith Memorial Cup 2015.
Yeah, he just needs to be a bit more clinical, I think, doesn't he, Nick? A couple of unusual shots in that last one. But you can't really criticise him for that long miss, which was his downfall in the end.
Good break though.
How many reds did he pot there? 2 reds?
I think so, yeah, and a yellow.
And a yellow, yeah. Leave just Ronnie 5 reds on the table when he gets back, if he gets back, which he should, because the balls are really clumped up. From that Mr. Connor Walker walking past there, if I'm not mistaken. Very good, because he can cut this thin yellow in and break up the yellow and the black, can't he, Nick?
Yes. Even if he messes Ronnie's not got easy clearance.
The Steve Smith Memorial Cup being played
for the second time in this format of divisions. The exception 2014, which was one big league, which took place over 4 nights. It's from the Travellers' Rest in Ellesmere Port.
Definitely never played on that table.
Before 2014, from 2010 to 2013, it was done in groups with players proceeding from the groups. Players who weren't in the final would have the chance to compete for the plate. The original one was in 2005, but that was just me and a couple of mates in Bolton. It didn't run until 2010. So you could say it's been running for 16 years. But it hasn't been played since 2017. Well, the main cup hasn't been played since 2016. This was the last Steve Smith Memorial Cup to be played 5 years ago. Yeah, he's up against it, isn't he, here, Nick?
Definitely.
So the plate is being played for in Division 2, sorry. And Division 3 are playing for the saucer. It's the first time Division 3 in the picture, I think, because there's so much interest for this tournament. We had quite a big team at number 15, and most players who played for that team were playing with us. I dare say there were 18 players playing in this tournament. We saw 14. You'll see 14 in the Tebbutt League Cup of this year. He's getting there, isn't he, Nick? He's getting there.
Yeah, yes.
Just going to want to play a nice tight snooker here. Hope you didn't foul there, Mr. Wilson. He's knocked that red over the pocket. I tell you what, when he has a chance here,
why is going to put this?
I'd probably be putting a bit of right on here, but no, he's just dropped it in, which is. He gives him. Would you be playing the double here or the thin cut? The thin cut, and he probably knocks his other red out into a potting position. Yeah, perfect. Well, it's not in a potting position, but it's better than what it was. Taking his time on this one, rightly so. Where you can't see his head's covering it. He's not made it. Yeah, screwed it back straight into the jaw of the middle, but he's managed to keep it up.
He's lucky the white didn't go down.
It's a tough thin black here.
He's got to go for the double, surely. Oh no!
He's come close.
It's left Ronnie not simple red, but a red you expect to pop.
I mean, it's a pressure as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, spot on down into the corner.
It's got a long black, but he should have missed the black because the black's covering over the pocket.
I seldom know Ronnie to follow it in. Hit the black half ball. Yeah, good result for Ronnie.
2-0.
2-0.
I think Simon could be in trouble.
Yes, Simon, just with the one draw out of the 2 matches. Ronnie heads to the top of the table with Big Al and Mike Jackson. Those 3 in the current places to carry on and win the. I think Ronnie's shaking his head at me there for some reason. I don't know if he didn't approve of some stipulation about the format or something, or was a bit confused by it. Did I just point out to Ricky where the lavatories were? It's Alistair Elliott looks to be stepping up to the table to play his Division 2 game wearing that famous green jacket. I think we'll leave it there. The three most serious players at the moment, Mike Jackson, Ron Wilson, Alan Kavanagh, all with 100% records, and the top 3 will get to play off at the end of the Swiss system for the Steve Smith Memorial Cup in a prelim match and a final. So who's your money on so far, Nick?
Either Big Al or your dad.
Speaking of Big Al, so you thought he'd been called the Bear, the Professor, and the Mad Dog as nicknames, but you didn't think he'd been called the Powerhouse, did you?
No.
Big Al hasn't been called the Professor. No, I think we can agree with that. Ronnie can be called the Professor of Pool, but no, not Big Al. He probably does want to be called it, but no. That was Ronnie getting off to a good start in the Steve Smith Memorial Cup. Division 1 in 2016 when he beat Simon Popplewell. It wouldn't be plain sailing though, and having finished 4th out of 4 in the top flight in 2015, the first time which the cup had been split into divisions, there would be no relegation, but there would be this year. A 2-0 loss against Mike Jackson followed by a 2-0 reverse against Al Cavanna, and 2 weeks later on the second and final day, Ronnie fell to beat Alan Davis. Taking his jumper off since starting this frame, I think he has. Well, it is the middle of May, you know, he's going to be pretty hot in that jumper. So Big Al unable to join us for the audio because he's finishing work late. He's told us, and we've unfortunately can't see him as he's doing well in this tournament. Unfortunately, he can't go through this with us, but he's done many other episodes if you want to check them out. You can get that red, yeah, good, a tough black, but
he came back on this, hasn't he? He came back.
He's looking a lot more measured in this frame,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, after that tough start against the break of the frame, he's redeemed himself, and he's just won it. Yeah. Oh no, he hasn't.
I think it is black ball, so I think he's all right there.
Oh, I think he won, or hasn't he?
I think he's.
Yeah. Black ball, it's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
start, that.
So, Simon Popplewell, with that result, he safely survived relegation, but it's not good enough to overtake Big Al into third place.
Yeah.
So we have one game left in the league. And if Ronnie Wilson loses, he's relegated to Division 2.
So this should be a cracking game.
Yeah, one of many matches I've got on film against Ronnie Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, you're playing him, are you?
You might see me have a knock with Ronnie for a bit. Although we are getting quite towards the end of the podcast now. So I will just give you the result. I beat Ronnie 2-0 and Ronnie gets relegated, so I'm a bit of a snake for that, aren't I, really? This puts me top of the table on 14 points, and I can't actually understand how I'm separated from, because me in first, my dad in second, and Big Al in third, all on 14 points. I think I might have been first on the toss of a coin or a lag. Simon Popplewell fourth on 12 points. Alan Davis fifth on 8 points, and Ronnie Wilson sixth on 7 points, but he only won one game out of 5, losing 3. But not far. He wasn't by any means a whipping boy in this league. So, as it happened, Mike Jackson and Alan Cavanna played in a second versus third match, and Mike Jackson was to win, and then Mike Jackson was to beat me in the final and win the trophy. I've broken off there and potted a red, and they're looking in okay positions. And the last result was for a place in the Premier League in the top Division 1. So that was Alan Davis 5th in the relegation playoff against Marie Arneson, and Alan Davis won. So just Steele getting promoted from Division 2 to Division 1. So final words from the two of you.
There's some very good matches, to be fair.
Entertaining.
The quality was high, the standard was high. some exciting moments, some unexpected moments.
Yeah, some shots that you made which you don't remember, I bet, Marcus. There were some shots from you, my dad, that I don't remember. Nick, have you anything to say?
It's a shame the lady, there's not a lot of ladies in it. And it's a shame Marie didn't win it, because I think she was the best player from what I've seen.
Yeah, she didn't get promoted.
No.
She was close, very close.
Hopefully we'll get to see everybody soon and have a game of pole.
Yeah.
Scheduled in for this week, aren't we, Nick?
Yes.
Yeah,
And hopefully eventually we'll get all to play as a team again one
as
day.
for getting a big cohort of players down, I don't know. And this guy, Ron Wilson. Wish him all the best, and hopefully we'll see him really soon.
Maybe you get to play in Chester League one day again, you never know.
I think with the exception of Alistair in bottom position, everyone's got a chance. In fact, Jeff hasn't got a chance. He'll be out after those 2 losses. Jeff must have another game. Well, the only other thing is he's gone. He could have left.
I don't think he would have left, would he? Because wouldn't he have been getting a lift?
Well, he'd have been in Port at that time, wouldn't he? This been
Oh Jesus, there's me playing Ronnie.
Oh God, I can't watch. Can you put another game on? I can't watch it.
Well, this is a top of the table clash. This, I mean, the winner guaranteed to get in the top 3.
Come on, Ronnie, then.
Are you wearing a Batman outfit?
Is who wearing a Batman outfit?
Nick.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. You're not talking about. You can stick to the footage and not what we're seeing
that
on the
one where with
cameras.
the dark.
Toopio.
Yeah, that's a good point. Last week's quiz question. So what was Ronnie's catchphrase? Is it 2 for you, mine's a pint, 2 for Tuesdays, or no curry for me?
2 for you.
The answer is, of course, Al.
2 for you.
It is, yeah. Well, mine's a pint is, that could be anyone's catchphrase. 2 for Tuesdays, I think, is Wok and Go, or Domino's. Put in the chat if I'm wrong. No curry for me. He didn't like curry too hot, but it didn't come to a catchphrase level. So Ronnie's looking steady now.
I think 90% of the matches me and Ronnie played in our lifetimes were draws.
Will the draw be enough for either of you to get in top 3? I think it'll be enough for one of you. I mean, Al, you've really picked it up from the end of your match against Jeff. You're looking good now. I think the standard of the whole tournament is rising to the occasion, I think, as we get into the business end of it.
Yeah, I think so. This one.
Could it blind?
At least it went over the pocket.
Yeah, that's it. Your balls look nicer than Ron's at the moment. I have a question and an answer tonight. White's going to be travelling the wrong end of the table here. On the red.
A good play came up here.
Oh yeah, especially with that red in between the yellows.
That is a problem. You probably didn't see that one, did you? I mean, that's a lovely shot, Al. You're just a bit close to your work here, but you've come round nicely for that red. Okay, this is more like it. You couldn't have done much anyway with the position when it's so close.
Yep.
2 for him, Al, and that's what's keeping it. He's potted the red over the pocket, but the other red.
Yeah, but that's probably a good shot by him. Not because it freezes balls, but because it makes it harder for me to get now because I've just got that red there.
He's gone for it. He doesn't fancy.
Interesting double by him there.
He mustn't fancy you to make this double. But even if you just have it over the pocket, yeah, it's near over the pocket.
He'll play this over the pocket.
It's not great though.
But why I'm laughing, we must have been saying something to each or you must have been saying something to me, I guess.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Jeff's gone home. I think you've played the black and not Ronnie's yellow and you're shaking his hand.
That was there a minute ago.
Have you lost that one? Have you not?
Now won that.
Yeah, you have, because you can afford to do that in Black Ball. Yeah, 1-0 at Big L. We've got one more game after this before we get into the knockout stages.
It's the table stages, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice break. You go down, you're right.
Tell you what, all
Red hiding behind the yellows there. Can you see it?
these yellows look good. For at least getting 3 or 4 of them down here. So you playing something long? Wow. No, this is some good stuff from for that bag, I think. He's suddenly back in this one. Shame he couldn't stay down for that red, but he's on the red in the opposite corner. I mean,
I have no idea what he's done there. He's obviously missed or put it over the pocket.
Yeah, nice yellow into the corner. The position's good. A little bit, so you've got position a little worse. You'll use the red as a stop blocking. He's going to try a long. It's a nice long red from Ronnie. Yeah, he's definitely not just here to make up the numbers in this tournament. Well, he never was, but he's he's fighting for a plate in the top 3 with this game. He needs this for him. It's been quite a top-heavy group as well, with Alistair losing 2 games and Jeff losing 2 games. Everyone else is up there to do on this last.
He won't
red.
pot it. He'll hit it on the cushion over the pocket.
No, he's potted it.
No, he will pot it. That is a strange shot.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be good to go back and watch Ronnie in around 2010, I think. We'll probably see a more solid performance.
Put the red, slide the red across the cushion. I've got 2 shots. The white's going to come back up the field. Or I'll play a weird shot like that.
Oh, seems to have worked out well for you.
Wait a minute, why am I going for yellow again?
Because you are yellow.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and even if you miss this one, he's got a tough red. Which you don't. 2-0 Al.
That last spelt an end for Ron. In the 2015 Tepid League Cup, he finished 1 point outside of the top 3 in the single group of 7. An opening win against Aled was followed by 1-1 draws against Andy Jackson and Simon Popperwell beforehand. Ron was back in 2016, however, getting through a group of 6 and beating Marcus Turner in the quarter-finals before this next match.
Do you think it's Big Al or do you think it's Ronnie?
It's Ronnie. Now seeing, I think it's Ronnie.
I think what's happened is Ronnie's beaten Marcus and I've beaten Big Al in the quarter-finals. The top place finisher in Group 3 due to a lag win over Big Al, even though he lost to him in the group. Well, that's thanks to you beating Big Al, isn't it? That's why he had to play me in the semis as opposed to Marcus. Who's your money on in this one, Nick?
Big Aled.
Regular Al, regular sized Al.
Yeah.
Just managed
And
to.
I probably make him the winner of this game, the overall winner.
The winner plays Steve Elric in the final, yeah, so.
Yeah.
If that red had followed in there over the yellow, Ronnie would have been okay. Yeah. Red in the middle, no problems. Red into the corner. He's quite close to the red. Yeah, good shot, Ronnie. It's just that red, isn't it, Nick, by the middle? Where Alex Yellow's covering it. He's missed the plant again. Or maybe he hasn't quite got it.
Well, now after this shot.
Ronnie's missed the plant for a 3rd time. Unless he's going for the plant down the cushion. Well, he's closer with that plant than the other ones he missed.
Well, that's 4 he's missed.
But I'll take that. Well, I'd say that, but his plant was like where it was in the first one, which he kept missing, so I don't know if he'll be quite happy with that. He's got... Aled keeps getting too close to his object ball here. But the black where it is tied up, and it's going to take a lot for Ronnie to finish them as they are. He's played a crazy shot down the corner, but it's covered the back. He's getting the hang of it. Oh, he's not. He's How many plants has he missed in this one?
Ronnie, if you're listening, that's 5 reds you missed.
5 plants. You're right when you say you didn't see him making many plants. Gosh, this is a absolute masterclass of missing plants. This frame. Alan's nearly missed it.
Oh, he's just got it.
Well, he's at least screwed it up. He's made the plant, but he's screwed up the ball, which I think he's seen Ronnie miss so many. Plants are looking harder than they actually are.
I think those two need a bit of coaching, I think.
But both of these players do reasonably well at one pocket, and one pocket required plants on occasion. Right, we're going to see Ronnie play another. I cannot watch, Nick. I can't watch it.
Don't call this now. This is a
Hey!
He's potted one.
He's screwed up the position, but I bet he's absolutely chuffed to have finally conquered his planting problem.
He's trying to.
Well, yeah, he's opened them up quite nicely for himself. In terms of actual results, we haven't got them, but nice double from Alex. Right, Alex doing a coin toss. Have we missed a frame?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe
they played one frame on the other table.
We're into a black ball shootout. He's missed it as well. So it'll be 3 blacks each. It's like a penalty shootout. Yeah, he's put a nice red in there. Just managed to keep the white from falling in the big fist. And he's happy with that one. So the black goes back on the spot for Ronnie. That is Ronnie saying, have you checked your shoes? You always used to say that when you played a lucky shot. It's pressure for him to pot the last one now. If Aled gets this one, he's through to the final. Oh, it's gone. What a nice way to win it. 2-0 to Aled on the black ball shootout. When he wipes his hand with his jumper. Maybe anticipating what we're doing in 2021. And yeah, Aled goes through to the final. That victory was Ronnie's only contribution to the 2014 Shield, putting Rest of Wirral 2-1 ahead overall with a 4-2 singles win against Alcavanna. By virtue of the opposition's pick rule, John Cooper was selected as opposed to Ron, but it didn't help Little Sutton much. With a strong team including Ryan Mercer and Pete Sadler, the Shielders won early at 4-1, Ronnie finally winning it after 4 attempts. Cracking shot, Al. Wow, let's win the Shield.
Like a hole on that smashed it double back. Straight double. I'll bring you back for next year.
Yeah, well done, Command. Yeah. Rest of the world finally won it. Yeah, just give a nice smile to the camera. I'll get that.
Come on, Pete, come on, Neil.
See which one's healthier. What are we talking
How much is it in the road? Is it terraced? Yeah.
Like the house and the two. And the only offers I'm getting are 125 like all the deed signs. And they're not actually good houses. So you've got the laws kind of thing. But, so a 7-bedroom house, that's about 3 houses.
Sorry,
Like, yeah, you come on, you disappeared rather quickly. Yeah, you rather quickly. Chucked it in. Has arrived.
Total, right?
Total.
Yes, results. I put them on, mate, already.
That's a shot, man.
Yeah.
Or
is it just 2?
No.
It's not spinning you. You can close. And an nail. What are you doing? Nice one. I said, Chippy? What's your name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, yeah, sorry. Inside want some chips.
I heard they mentioned grapes and stuff.
Shot on.
Steve Smith Memorial Cup was the same tournament as the Tepid League Cup in 2014 and was played over 4 weeks at the Travellers Rest in Ellesmere Port. It consisted of at least 12 players including dropouts and a big round robin, and the top 4 contested the semi-finals. Ron came joint second with 2 other players and Mike Jackson won the league. Mike would have 2 chances to win, with the winner of the top 4 knockout playing him in the final. Ron finished the round robin in joint second place, and lads would decide who he played in the semi-final.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to Pool.
I've got a few words to say.
First of March.
This tournament's been really good, set up by this man here, Mr. Action Jackson, star of many rampaging films. This over here is Simon Loser, he'll never get close to with the King Alan above him. Next to him is just plain Marcus. He's been demoted for grievous crimes against humanity. I've not invited Simon out. There's Ronnie. Well, what can I say about Ronnie? He had the best hair ever at one time.
Right, that'll be you. That'll be fine.
You can just talk now. It actually worked, Dangley. You did that on Tuesday twice. It didn't work, did it? Was it your tip?
You've been like these for like 2 to 3 years.
I'll be cheating now.
Actually, they met. Yeah. Probably 7 years with them.
have 3 people filled my car, so that'll pay my fuel down.
You're lucky I was going to do 2 times 2.
Roughly. I didn't wrote it down wrong. I've told him it's going to cost me 20 quid though. I'm going for a photo shoot for the guy next door in catalogue.
You're going for a photo shoot with the guy next door? Why can't you just go next door? So you're going to tell me your shop is 20 miles away?
No. I might completely out.
Challenge 13 was born as a way of giving more players game time on a league night. After the match, a player could challenge somebody above them in the pool league statistics. If the challenge was successful, i.e. they won, they would receive 100 points and the opponent would receive nothing. However, if they lost, they would lose 200 points, minus 200 points, and the opponent who won would gain 25 points. This carried on into Chester Thursday League and was renamed Challenge 15. You see here some statistics. Some stipulations are included. You can only make one challenge typically on a league night. The challenger had to break. No one could challenge the same player on consecutive weeks. Now looking back, I can understand how some of these tournaments might have been a bit complicated to some people if you didn't organise it yourself. It had no less complexity when it got through to the final stage, which was reminiscent of that from the Steve Smith Memorial Cup. League Cup 2014 at the Travellers' Rest. Gary Maddox in 4th position had to beat all the players above him to win the final trophy. He beat Ruth and Ronnie but lost at the final hurdle against Simon. Ruth had to do the same and lost to Ronnie. Ronnie fortunately beat Simon, who was above him, and got the privilege of playing Simon in the final. The final will be contested, as happens at the Little Sutton Legion, and each player would challenge one another before potentially going into a decider.
Yeah. That's a YouTube sensation. Good shot. Yeah, look there. 2 shots, right? Yes. Oh, scared the horses in the field, huh? I play snooker on a Wednesday. Good shot. Good shot. Well done.
Good break. I think I just sat on the chair.
You're on holidays, do you any chance for one?
No. Well, I wouldn't mind going to Australia to see my friends there, but I'm not going on my own, you know.
in, I'll be there with you.
Who plays it quite beatable over there? We could.
I wasn't thinking of male friends.
You never know, you might get lost and mistaken for a giraffe.
Giraffe.
I meant kangaroo. Very different.
Had a great time when I was there, especially playing pool.
I've never been abroad myself, Ron.
I've been to Malta as well. Never been all my life, you know, only the last few years.
Trying for a double.
It's just got to be
One more.
I have to, you need 4 now.
I know I can have a backlog again. Yeah, good shots. Oh yes. Cracking shot. Still down to this frame, yeah.
Oh, I thought this was like I had to play Cliff as well.
No, Ruth pulled out and it's just you not carry out, didn't you, on Monday?
Yeah.
So.
Proper digging. Shouldn't make excuses.
Oh, Christ, miles around there.
Oh, he's done it, well played.
Good game.
Well, very good, very good.
Congratulations.
Yes, very good.
You're the one who put the effort in that tournament, well played.
Does he get a cup again?
It's on order.
And the two are going to play.
In 2013, the Steve Smith Memorial Cup ran over approximately 3 months. It was played in 3 towns, Birkenhead, Chester and Little Sutton, and each player had to be eliminated 3 times. There were 3 different types of rules as well. Ronnie and John had been eliminated twice and so played in the plate semi-final. Ron won, as you've seen, and he would compete for the plate trophy for the 3rd year in the row.
Well, I've got a stack of 50s, so...
All the best. You've taken the tablets. What's that say?
Steve Smith Memorial Plate, Simon, Booths, Ronnie.
Ron, it's your choice of rules.
Right, Monday night one.
Monday night one. EPA it is.
EPA.
Old EPA.
Fucking Q's down. I ran home, didn't I? Me and Nathan went out with them on Friday. Went for a meal. Could have gave me a lift.
Pardon?
If you're coming from Queen's Ferry, you could have gave me a lift.
Nice one. Feels so way down the back.
Awesome.
2 for you. Passed it. Boy, whiskey.
Again.
Whiskey. Yes, got it.
Just.
Nothing.
Oof. That's terrible. Saw someone snap their cue the other day on a break. I'm joking, it like shears.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. Out of everyone in the tent, pretty good.
Good shot.
Feeling that, that's it. I turned around to Chris and said I wasn't turning up on the Wednesday.
How are you doing in that one?
Not as you're younger than me, I think, so it'll be about 22, 21.
See you nothing.
No, so Nathan owes me money now. He owes me a tenner.
Oh, just a try.
Oh,
Good job.
great shot.
Swiss iron, table iron. Some football cards for a whole year to afford this.
Which one?
Two shots.
Waiting and more.
That's it.
You played extremely well. Sure.
Your theme music. Oh, well done, Ron. It's shame I couldn't win the other one 3 years in a row as well.
Might take a picture.
There we go, all done.
Ooh.
Smile for the camera. I'll leave on that way just in case.
Well done, man. You can take that home with you again.
Very much
What played?
Something else to polish.
Yeah, the daughters polish them. You're great.
Yes.
All best. Yeah.
Don't be alarmed, but this is a new music thing that's been on Radio 1 and everything.
I've not been on radio more.
It has. Poetry. That's all I heard.
That was just a fun warm-up game, but when the tepid League Cup 2013 at Cross Foxes started, Ron beat Alcavana 2-0 and drew 1-1 with Andrew to qualify from Group A. Ron and Annie joined Simon in the final, Simon having qualified from Group B where he was with Al Elliott. A 3-player final would happen, where 3 frames were played against the opposition instead of 2. Following are highlights from all 7 frames of the final. All 9 matches were not completed for whatever reason, which meant there was a 3-way tie. So more silverware for Ron, as there were 3 joint winners. 3 against each other now.
Well, 3 against each other,
Well, it depends how we're doing for time. We can either play each other twice or play each other 3 times. Depends how we're doing for time.
so this is the final.
Yeah, it's a 3-player final.
I just thought, Ron, you'd make a great gang now. Well, we got anything again soon. Andy's got a bottle of rosé from Ellesmere there already.
Your bag was
We got a Ronnie call. We got a Ronnie call. Ronnie call. We got a Ronnie call. We got a Ronnie record. We got a Ronnie call. We got a Ronnie call. We got a Ronnie call. Got a Ronnie call. Ronnie call. We got a Ronnie